Continental Drift Theory, Alfred Wegener 1912. Wegener's Continental Drift Theory talks about the rifting and drifting of the continent which has given rise to the present-day arrangement of the continents as well as changes in the climatic regions of the world. Basic assumptions क्या है इसका? Sial is floating on Seema and the forces responsible for the drifting are the tidal forces and gravitational force of the sun and moon and westward drift of the continent. Gravitational forces of the earth and the force of buoyancy for the northward movement of the continents. इससे रिलेटेड थ्योरी क्या है? बिफोर द कार्बोनिफेरस पीरियड there was a supercontinent known as Pangaea which was surrounded by a superocean known as Panthalassa. In the Carboniferous period, Pangaea broke into two parts. The northern part was known as Laurasia and Gondwana land is in the southern hemisphere. After the Carboniferous period, the broken part started drifting together either in the northward or in the southwards. This phase is known as the opening of the Theses. The Laurasia land broke into the North America and Eurasia. Here we can see that the opening of the Theses. The Laurasia land broke into the North America and Eurasia. The Gondwana land broke into the South America, Africa, Madagascar, Peninsular India, Australia and the Antarctica. The drifting of both the America westward resulting in the opening of the S-shaped Atlantic Ocean. Here we can say S-shaped Atlantic Ocean. Northward drift of the Africa and India resulted reduced the size of the Tethys Sea, Mediterranean Sea and also opened up Indian Ocean. According to the Wegener, while drifting, the edges of the continent due to resistance and friction were folded to form the mountains such as Rockies and Andes. According to him, the island arcs and festoons are formed due to the differential rate of the movement. Some parts were left behind, giving rise to the island arcs. The original Panthalassa was reduced in size to form present-day Pacific Ocean. Criticism for the continental drift theory. The theory cannot explain the forces responsible for the drift because the tidal forces cannot be so strong. Therefore, this force can't be responsible for the rifting and drifting of the continent. Second, Wegener could not explain the trigger mechanism for the breaking of the Pangaea in the Carboniferous period. He can't explain the sequence of the breaking or drifting of the continents. There was a lot of errors in the Wegener theories regarding the formation of the island arcs and festoons. Some evidences of the Wegener's continental drift theories are Jigsaw Fit of the Continent. Rocks of the same age types are found across Atlantic. The mountains of the Appalachians, Ireland and Scandinavian countries are similar. This is only possible if the continents are joined together. There is a huge gold deposit in Ghana, but the gold-bearing rocks are found across Atlantic in the southern hemisphere. Gold is always found as a placer deposit. And if you talk about here we can see the continental fit of the continents, jigsaw fit of the continents, and behavior of the animals. The animals in the Africa, Europe, even today have the tendency to run westward. It is best explained by the lemmings of Scandinavia. Lemmings migrate westward whenever their population increases, but they fall in the sea in the Norway coast. Distribution of the fossils. Many fossils of the flora and fauna are found in the Brazil, Africa, Peninsular India and Australia. Example, Glossopetris flora. Evidences of the glaciations in the Brazil, Africa, Peninsular India and Australia. Here we can see rings of Scandinavia, distribution of the fossils, glaciation in the African Peninsula, and here we can see continental drift theory. This is the jigsaw fit of the continent. Here we can see Original supercontinent, this was the Pangaea. All the present continents were once joined as a single landmass. The breakup, the Pangaea broke into the separate parts. Here we can see that. Continent today, the continents, we know them. Evidences fit for the continents. The coastlines of the continents fit together like a puzzle pieces. Fossil evidences like Mesosaurus. Rocks and mountains match. Glacial evidences. Drifting and change over time. There was a Pangaea 250 million years ago, early breakup 200 million years ago, further it drifted 150 million years ago, late drift was 100 million years ago, present day arrangement of the continents. What are the forces? Gravitational forces, centrifugal forces, tidal forces, and the northward movements. Summary. According to the Wagner, the continents were once joined in a single supercontinent called Pangaea. Over millions of years, they drifted apart and moved to their present position due to the forces acting on the earth. Evidences from the shape of the continent, fossil rocks, mountains, and the glacial deposits supports this theory. ये सारे मेरे कॉपी के नोट्स हैं और ये सारा का समरी है कॉन्टिनेंटल ड्रिफ्ट थ्योरी का. अगर किसी को चाहिए होगा तो वो कमेंट करके बता सकते हैं. लास्ट में तो हम लोगों को कंक्लूजन लिखना होता है, तो कंक्लूजन में हम लोग लिख सकते हैं, दो वेगनर कुड नॉट एक्सप्लेन द फोर्सेस रिस्पॉन्सिबल फॉर द रिफ्टिंग एंड ड्रिफ्टिंग, बट इट्स सेंट्रल आइडिया ऑफ द ड्रिफ्टिंग हेल्प्ड इन द डेवलपमेंट ऑफ द प्लेट टेक्टोनिक्स थ्योरी. थैंक यू. अगर किसी को चाहिए होगा पीडीएफ तो कमेंट में बता सकते हैं.